What's up, all you lovely people? Today we're going to be talking about my top 5 most anticipated movies of the month of June, which is a month we are currently in because I'm late making this video. I'm not going to do an intro, we're just going to jump right in. And at number 5, we got a movie called Daddy. I was at the movies the other day. I forget what I was watching, but I saw a preview for this. Before that, I had never heard of it. Written and directed by Christy Hall, who I'm not familiar with any of their work. But the movie looks really good to me. It looks really engaging in an odd way. It stars Dakota Johnson and Sean Penn. From what I gather from the preview, which is the only thing I've seen about it, Dakota Johnson plays this woman getting in from a flight. She gets into a cab in New York, I believe, and Sean Penn is the cab driver. And from the previews, it looks like the movie is entirely based in that cab, and it's just a conversation they have about life and relationships and things, just the world. And it takes a really specific type of director and voice to make a movie like that work without anything extraneous happening. But from the preview, it looks like it's going to work, and I'm super excited about it. I'm really curious to see if they can hold down a movie entirely just having a conversation in a car. Now that movie comes out June 28th, so it's the final Friday premiere of the month. And at number 4, The Watchers. Now, I thought this was written and directed by M. Night Shyamalan. I was incorrect. It is produced by M. Night Shyamalan, but it's actually written and directed by his daughter, Ashana Night Shyamalan. I didn't know Night Shyamalan was the last name. I thought it was just Shyamalan and Night was like a middle name or whatever, but that is apparently the whole last name. So this is written and directed by Ashana Night Shyamalan. Now, it stars Dakota Fanning, and the only other actor I recognized in the movie or in the trailer was Olwen Fouéré. Fouéré, I believe. It's a really difficult pronunciation. She's an Irish actress. In the horror community, you probably know her best from the 2022 Texas Chainsaw movie on Netflix. She was the new Sally Hardesty. More recently, she was in Tarot, but I don't think a lot of people saw that movie. So she's in it. Dakota Fanning, I'm sorry. She's in it. All I gather from the trailers is that Dakota Johnson ends up in this structure. I won't say a house because it looks like it's just one single room with an entire wall made of windows. At night, these things, beings, whatever, show up and just watch the people. That's all I gather. I'm curious what Ashana is going to do. This is, from what I know of, her first feature, so I'm curious if she's going to have her own voice, if she's going to try to throw a twist in like her dad does. But I hope I hope she's got her own voice, her own style, and I'm curious what she's got to say. That comes out June 14th, so just a little over a week away. All right, and cracking the top 3 is The Exorcism. This stars Russell Crowe, who also just recently did The Pope's Exorcist. I really dug The Pope's Exorcist. I'm pretty sure a sequel was announced for that movie. So right now, Russell Crowe's just riding the Exorcism train, and I'm not mad at it. I think he's doing good work with him. It's written and directed by Joshua John Miller, who I'm not familiar with their work other than this. It also stars Ryan Simpkins, who's I know them most from Fear Street Part 2, the summer camp one. They were the character who ended up in the pit with like the main character. They broke their foot. They ended up dying initially, but that's where I know them best from. This movie seems to be about an actor played by Russell Crowe who's making an exorcism film, and a real possession happens. I think it's supposed to play on like some urban legends and actual events that have happened on exorcism movie sets in the past, which is a really cool concept. I'm excited to see what they do with that. That movie, I'm also a little tiny bit excited because it was filmed in Wilmington, North Carolina, about 4.5 hours from where I live. They're actually having a red carpet premiere there, so I'm really trying to go to that. I think it'd be really cool. But that movie comes out nationwide 21st of June. All right, and at the number 2 spot, we got Hit Me. This is unique because it's not going to theaters. This is a Netflix original, so going straight to Netflix. Everything I've heard about this movie so far has been positive. And from the trailers I've seen, I'm really excited about it. I'm not gonna lie. There was recently, about a month ago, maybe I was doing something. I was laying down, and I like the trailer came up, and I was like, "Oh, this looks really good. Let me go see if I can find it to watch somewhere." And then I found out, oh, that hasn't came out yet, and I was really bummed. So I'm really excited about this movie. Written and directed by Richard Linklater, co-written by Glenn Powell, who is the star of this movie, and he is just so hot right now. He's in like everything. The movie also stars Adria Arjona, and this looks like, from what I understand, he's a school teacher, Glenn Powell, and he moonlights as a like a an undercover fake hitman for cops. Like if they're investigating someone who's trying to hire a hitman, he'll be put in touch with them. He plays the hitman, and then obviously he doesn't actually kill anyone, but the cops can then come in and arrest the person. And things go awry when he meets this woman who needs help, and he ends up going against protocol, I guess, and helping her, and then things just go downhill from there. Looks funny. Looks like it's got a lot of action. Glenn Powell, I really appreciate his acting. I think he can be serious. He can be funny. He's just very entertaining right now. So that comes out on Netflix June 7th. So that's only about 4 days away. All right, my number one most anticipated movie of June is The Bike Riders. Something you may not know about me is I love mafia stuff. I love motorcycle club stuff, like motorcycle gang documentaries, mafia documentaries, all that kind of stuff, true crime in that way. And this looks like a just a dramatized movie version of that. Now, it's directed by Jeff Nichols. It doesn't hurt that this has a freaking all-star cast. Main character looked like it's gonna be Austin Butler, but it's definitely an ensemble cast where there's a lot of different players, a lot of different things going on with a lot of different people. But it also stars Tom Hardy, Michael Shannon, Norman Reedus, Jodie Comer, Mike Faist, who is just in Challengers. Like it looks like it's gonna have a great cast, and the movie it's, from what I understand, just going about the lives and drama of motorcycle club members, and the violence and actions that come along with being part of that club. So I'm really really excited about that one. That one comes out June 21st, so unfortunately still got a few weeks to go, but that is my most anticipated movie of the month of June. All right, you all, that's my list. What's your list? What movie are you most excited about for the month of June? Drop it down in the comments. With that, I love you all. Have a great, safe week.
Oh, I hate goodbyes.